Hold on. I think this is gonna be copyright. Stop. Ah, okay. Uh, yeah. We. Hold on. Let me. Oh, I'm like, wait. I'm like, why did I? Nope. 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 Not that. Wait. Wait. 1 second. 1 second. Nope. Don't listen to that. Nope. 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 There you go. There. Yeah. Okay. That's better. Yes. We are back with more The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. We're continuing from last time where we stopped because I was dying of sleep, of tiredness, and we were at the pawnbroker trying to get back her Hurley's violin after he mistakenly took a viola. Oh, hold on. Wait, oh, let's get thing. We were talking to this guy who's the shopkeeper or the owner, I guess, who said he was gonna kill himself because he messed up. Oh yeah, as you see with the gun in the primo suicide position. Hold on, I arm. Okay, well, let's just say with this. That's not really what I meant. Good day to you then, Mr. Windenbank. It's been a pleasure as always, Mr. Sholmes. They're like, oh, we're gonna leave. So, Mr. Naruhodo, now we can explore at last. There seems to be a little door hidden behind that curtain there. That leads to the storage room where Mr. Winderbank keeps articles that are currently in pawn. Ah, I see. There's nothing in particular inside. I certainly wouldn't recommend any larcenous activity. Recommended or not, it's not something I tend to do. There is but one key, and Mr. Winderbank keeps it in his pocket at all times. Before he sleeps, he places it into a small pot, which he slides under his pillow. How do you, why do you know that? How on earth do you know about that, Mr. Sholmes? I'm a detective, sir. It is my business to know what others do not. I am frequently assailed by information that I neither care for nor wish to retain. Mr. Sholmes, you are a wonder. And the crime suspected at this pawnbroker is ever burgled. Yeah, he just said he knew. Look at this. What could this lovely big shiny box be? That, my dear madam, is a music box. Surely you have such things in your own country? Oh my. Yes, but I've certainly never seen one so large before. Shall we listen a while? Ooh, pretty. Ah, what a sublime sound. There you go. Ermagerd. It's like a music of angels. It's like the music of angels, sorry. I never heard anything like it before in my life. This particular specimen is of a larger variety, commonly found in public houses and restaurants. There is a metal disc inside on which the notes to be played are recorded. Simply by replacing the disc with another, any music you care to imagine can be played. A proto CD player. My goodness. What a simply delightful machine. Indeed, though their popularity has waned recently with the development of the gramophone, of course. Yeah, the record player. Science and technology advances at such an overwhelming pace. What an assortment of things here there are on these shelves here. Crockery, footwear, clocks, and watches. Almost anything you care to imagine. Those are forfeited items offered for sale by the pawn broker. What does that really mean, though? When you pawn or colloquially pop an item, the broker loans you money against its worth. He stores the item for the agreed period of time, after which the loan must be paid. If not, he is free to display it in his shop for sale at a price of his choosing. Oh yes, now you've explained it. I'm noticing little price tags on everything. Of course, simply by paying the agreed interest on the loan, one can extend the period of safekeeping. So you may pawn that black garb of yours without fear, my dear fellow. My treasure university uniform? Never. And it embodies my student spirit. Now, what do you suppose this rather enormous machine does? It seems to have two little windows for looking through. Allow me to enlighten you, my dear fellows. What you're looking at is a stereoscope. A stereo? Fascinating. It is aptly named, I assure you. Look through the eyepieces and see for yourself. Oh, I should be delighted to. Excuse me a moment while I just have a look. Just before you do, there is something I should point out. My dear fellows, in order to see the image properly, stereoscopically, as it were, you would need to be cross-eyed. However, if that is beyond you, it is of little consequence today. Alright then, I'm going to try it. Ah! Mr. Naruhodo, you must see at once. Oh, alright then. So I need to be cross-eyed, like I'm trying to look at my own nose. What the? I don't believe it. It's just a photo, but it seems like you can reach out and touch it. Yes, the sense of death is startling, is it not? Stereoscopes are one of London's many fads. They're often found at little stalls in the park. People queue for hours to see them. Why? Why are people meddling with such black magic? It is no magic, my dear madam. It is, well, far too complicated to explain at the present. We shall save this lesson for another day. He doesn't. Oh. He don't even know. He ain't even know that. Look at this. Whatever could this be used for? I have no idea. There's a small catch just here. Look. We're going to open it, aren't we? Oh my, that's amazing. It has some sort of spring-loaded mechanism, which we'll never manage to put back to the way it was before. What are you two doing? What? Us? Nothing. No, nothing at all. Whatever this device is, it seems to have a pair of little windows to look through. Feels as though I've seen something rather similar to this elsewhere. It's a thing. That's not a calendar you could easily miss, is it? 15th of April, today's date. Yes, that's not for sale, I must point out. It is an Eastern-style page-a-day calendar. Every night at midnight, I tear out the front page to reveal the following day's date. The perfect calendar for a tearaway fellow such as yourself, Mr. Winterbank. And who was it who walked out here? I forget with the wrong violin before. Well, when the agreed storage period is passed without repayment, articles are forfeited, you see? So I have to keep a close eye on the date. It's something of a pawnbroker's obsession, you might say. Oh, yes. I can see you're very dedicated to your job. What? Only tuppence for it? That ain't fair, and you know it. The article is barely worth a penny, miss. I cannot offer more. Sounds like there's an argument brewing over by the counter. Come on, that can't be right. Are you even at a proper butcher's at it? I see all I need to see, young girl. Oh, is that Gina? Yeah. Hey, don't we know? I'm sure I recognize her. Oh, yes. It's a young lady from Mr. McGilda's trial 2 months ago. Gina. Her name is Gina Lestrade, my lord. She's a chancellor. Runs her quest among large crowds, relieving people of their purses. What's commonly called a pickpocket. Gordon Bennett, you lot. Hello, Miss Lestrade. I hope you've been well. Eh? What? You remember then, do ya? Well, I remember being completely surrounded by smoke, that's for sure. So, what are you doing in here? Down and out like the rest of us? Nothing to eat? Come to park that black weasel? Sorry. Come to put that coat. Yeah, Avia? What is this about this black uniform that makes everyone comment on it? Ah, good day, unless I'm much mistaken. You'll be the young pickpocket who stole our experimental smoke grenade launcher. Ah, Mr. Sholmes. So, you have something valued upon, do you? Allow me to see the article, and I shall negotiate with Mr. Winterbank on your behalf. Pull the other one. I don't need help with someone stuck up D. Get out of my business. Go on, or I'll make trouble for you. As you wish, Miss Lestrade. I will happily remove myself from your presence. He's really done it. He's gone. I'm sorry, but as I said, there is really no room for negotiation here. What is this thing he has in his hand? Some kind of metal disc? And you, go on, leave me alone. Oh, Miss Lestrade, just pretend we aren't here. We shan't be offended in the slightest. Because that's like a really standard ground when she wants to. Whatever. Somehow, I didn't really think you're the sort of person who used a pawnbroker, Miss Lestrade. Yeah, well, I am. All right, I'm a Londoner, just like everyone else. That's not a problem, is it? No, not at all. It's just that, well. Oh, I get it. I know what you're thinking. That thing probably don't even belong to her. Probably got it on the dive, didn't she? Yeah, I can see it written all over your Chevy face. Well, I might have been thinking something along those lines. You're not going to deny it, Mr. Naruhodo? All right, then. I'm just going to come out and ask you this straight. Do you pawn things that you steal from other people? Well, I don't know how best to answer that, really. Yes, the answer is yes, I do sometimes. Not all the time. Suppose sometimes. Yeah. She got offended, like, yeah, I guess I do. Well, I do, actually. You're not going to deny it either, Mr. Lestrade? But not this time, all right? I swear, that thing belongs to me. With this that Mr. Winterbeck is holding. Perhaps we should see what he has to say about this. Mr. Winterbeck, what exactly is this metal disc that Mr. Straw has brought in? It seems to have hundreds of tiny little bumps on its surface. Ah, this is a music disc, you see, for use in a silent music box. It's in a music box. What? You don't even know what a music box is? You Eastern lot ain't too savvy, eh? I know what a music box is. I just never seen one of these discs before. Small protrusions on the metal disc encode the tune to be played by the music box. You simply insert the disc and set the machine going. Beautiful music plays. It's so incredible. Tell us, what tune is on this disc? Well, I'm afraid I couldn't tell you that. There are so many different types of music boxes, you see. British made, German, Swiss. I have no way of knowing which particular machine this was made for. Ah, I see. And that's it in a nutshell. I wouldn't have any customers for an item like this, even if the young lady forfeited it. Really, I'm already offering more than I should at a penny. That's a pack of a lie. He told me he did. He said it was, well, he who? Never you mind. It's just ain't right. That's all. This worth good money. I know it is. Well then, you have to try your luck at another pawnbroker, won't you? Ah. She's been in before, of course. The little tatterdemalion. I see. And brought some dubious article of other with her every single time, I might add. Dubious? What are you trying to say? I'm an honest customer, me? So is there something dubious about the disc you brought her in today? Well, if only it were that simple. Sorry? What do you mean? What she actually brought in was a storage ticket. A storage ticket, so Mr. Strahd has actually come to redeem an article from you today, is that right? Yeah, that's right. A girl like me and a lot of stuff what needs storing. All right, yes, that's definitely dubious. The article in question would have been forfeited at midnight tonight, but as she gave me the ticket for it and repaid both the loans and the interest, I was obliged to return the article to her. But what was the article? Do tell us, Mr. Winterbeck, it was that this little scamp is wearing it, ma'am. It's that overcoat. It's the overcoat that she redeemed. Oh. What? What's wrong with that? It fits, don't it? I mean, it's mine, so of course it does. So, what about this then? How does that come into all of this? Ah, this is something else. A new article to pawn if the girl and I can agree a price. I'm confused. I thought you said that Mr. Strahd brought it in a storage ticket today. She did. It's really quite simple. Yeah, she did. But she's gonna pawn this other thing. It's not that hard to understand. Yes, the child brought me a storage ticket and the money owed on it, as you say. And now she wants to pawn this heavy black coat, which you returned to her care, as I understood it. That's right. Yes, and rather unsurprisingly, as soon as the little ragamuffin put the thing on, he went rifling through the pockets. Oh, you mean? Why? Don't you think I'm just rude? Don't you know it's rude to stare at a lady? Yes, Mr. Naruhodo-san. Ah, I see. So it came from the pockets of the overcoat, did it? If you mean this, then yes, exactly, man. And she immediately tried to pawn it for quite a high price as well. This is all rather suspicious, I think. Give it up. I'm just trying to pawn something like anyone else would. Mr. Strahd, may I ask who deposited the overcoat here in the first place? Well, me. It doesn't really appear to be your size. Me, old man. It's me, old man. It's me, old man. It's me, old man's, ain't it? Is it Mr. Strahd? Mr. Strahd? Is it Mr. Strahd? Yes, this is definitely all rather suspicious. Out of my way, please. Oh. Hello, not a villain. Who is this picture postcard English gentleman? Good day to you, ladies, gentlemen. What's your problem, eh? There is no problem, as long as you remove yourself. I have a matter to discuss with the proprietor. And if you intend to make a problem of it, I shall see you outside, little girl, for the hiding you deserve. Look, ain't it obvious? I ain't done talking with him yet. If you think you're such a gent, you should know how to wait in line. Well, you are an impudent little brat, aren't you? as well as a pickpocket. Eh? Who who are you? How'd you know who I am? The question is, how do you not know who I am? You haven't the courtesy to even remember the faces of your victims, it seems. What? You mean from you? Broker. Yes, sir? I believe this filthy pickpocket thief has just redeemed an article from you, no? Yes, the article in question belongs to me. I demand for it to be returned at once. Oh my. Now that's a lie. What are you trying to pull? Give me back my overcoat, you wastrel. And needless to say, and any music box disc too. No, you can't have it. You just can't. Hit me, old man. It was. Now it's mine. Uh-oh. Goodness, Mr. Naro. Wait, what's going on here? This is a very awkward situation. Yes. I think perhaps we should hear both sides of the story in a little more detail. Mr. Strahd, is what the gentleman is saying. Right? What do you think? It's all lies, ain't it? Obviously. I swear on me life. I ain't never laid eyes on that dandy before. Let's hear what the dandy. Let's hear it now, you little ragamuffin. Hold on. You stole it, didn't you? That ticket you brought in here just now. No, I swear to God. It was barely an hour ago. I was walking along the street, minding my own business, when this little gutterling ran into me. I knew at once what had happened. I've been robbed yet again, I thought to myself. Those wretched pickpockets. Those pickpockets. Gutter trash. Yet again. Oh yes, as you can see, I am a man of impeccable style. This isn't the first time that I've been targeted by these black slum scoundrels. Or back slum. Now then, relinquish my overcoat. Well, it's a case of he said, she said. Come along now, Mr. Strahd. Give the good gentleman his coat back. If you're going to cause us trouble, I shall have no choice but to call the police. Hold on, why does everyone think it's me? Just look at this dandy cove. And you think I'm the dodgy one? I'm sorry, but no one's going to believe you. Well, what about evidence? Yeah. Where's your evidence that I stole something? Hey, come on, let's see it. Oh, I have evidence, naturally. You what? Evidence that the article of Mr. Strahd redeemed is actually belongs to this gentleman? Of course, we need only consult Mr. Winterback's ledger to know the truth. We'll be able to look up the name of the person who deposited the article in the first place. Yes, brilliant. I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid that won't be possible. Oh. I never ask customers' names. That's a strict policy of mine. But why not? Well, now, as you can imagine, some of my customers have circumstances to consider. A great many of them prefer to maintain their anonymity. Yes, I see. But then how can you know if our article belongs to the person asking to redeem it? Oh, it's quite simple. Good sir, might I trouble you for the watchword associated with the article in question? Of course, it's Professor. Yes, that's right. And all the evidence we need. This gentleman is the rightful owner of the article. without doubt. A watchword and interesting. Basically a password. Do you know? Did you know? So about these watchwords, Mr. Winterbank. As I just explained, I never ask customers' name when they deposit items with me. There are many reasons why. Certain customers would like to keep their activities a secret. What is he? Oh, I just noticed he's still there. That wasn't exactly a subtle glance at Mr. Soames now, was it? Great detective have no dark secrets, not at all. Yes, well, anyway, that's why I always ask for a watchword when I accept a new article. In many ways, it's like the secret combination of numbers used to unlock a vault. The date of deposit is description and a watchword uniquely identify each of them. And of course, then I give the storage ticket to the customer. When someone comes to redeem something, I ask for the ticket and the watchword. And if that someone tells you the correct watchword, you return the article. That's right, sir. Yes, just as soon as the requisite fee is paid. And I have supplied you with the information you require already, but for ones with doubt, the article in question is an overcoat. It's deposited 2 months ago on February 15th with the watchword of Professor. All perfectly correct information, sir. But ow. Really, this is beyond a joke now. There is no further room for doubt. Excuse me, but who are you? One would expect the inquirer to introduce himself first. Though clearly you are not British, so perhaps our ways are foreign to you. Oh, sorry, yes. We're from the Empire of Japan. We're studying here. Oh, yes, Japan. I've heard talk of the place. It happens to live on some fiery brown-colored soup, dressed up with exotic spices. Oh, he's talking about ramen? You might be thinking of somewhere else. And what was that theatrical gesticulation about? Perhaps, anyways, if you are a gentleman, sir, you offer your own name first before inquiring after the name of another. Of course, yes. I'm Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I'm a lawyer. Well, a student of law, really. My name is Susanoo Mikotoba. I'm Mr. Naruhodo's assistant. I see. My name is Benedict. Yes, Edgar Benedict. Enchanté. He's so refined in how he holds himself and how he speaks. But that name is suspicious. Yeah, it's a fake name. Now, to the matter at hand. Yeah. Eggs Benedict. Yeah, Edgar Benedict. Eggs Benny. Now, to the matter at hand. My overcoat. Return it at once to someone with the style to carry it off. Every move he makes, every breath he takes. I can't stand watching him. Yeah, give back the coat. Yeah, there you go. It does fit. It does fit him. So let that be an end to the matter. And thank you for your custom, Mr. Egbert Benedict, sir. Eggs Benedict, sir. With such reasonable rates of interest, I may even decide to come back. This is why grown-ups, just because I'm a diver, everyone thinks that it makes me a liar. And the contents of the coat pockets, if you please, broker. Oh, but of course, sir, here is the disc for you. Just this one? Pardon, sir? I was expecting another, that is, I deposited another disc. Oh, oh dear. I regret to inform you, sir, that what you deposited with me was merely the overcoat. So yeah, he didn't say anything about the thing, so he wouldn't know. But this happened to be in one of the completely unaware of it until now. So, Gunnerling, you're hiding more of what's rightfully mine, are you? Says Hue, I don't know nothing about it. Very well. Then I shall bid you farewell. say goodbye to style. Wait a minute. That disc is mine. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah! What do you think you're doing? You little tramp? You've drawn blood, you filthy animal. Oh my. Oh yes, there's blood on the disc. It's because of all those sharp little bumps. The man must have scratched his finger on them. I found it first, all right? I mean, it belonged to me, old man. So you're not having it. Oh, you take it. What? Me? If I hang on to it, they'll have it off me again. So you keep hold of it. Mr. Strad, why is this so important to her? Music about this has been entered. Wait, what? You there, in the black library. Hand this to me at once, please. No, don't. He's lying. Grown-ups are all liars, but I'm a grown-up too. How am I going to resolve this? What the heck? I mean, dude, this is your store, man. You. Mr. Wenderbeck clearly had a loss here. He has to do something about this before he reaches. Yeah, before that revolver is. Wow, Mr. Strad is really looking daggers at the mysterious gentleman. You need to do something to calm things down before. Look at Mr. Winterbeck watching dismally over his shop. We are so I don't really feel like this is the right time for it. Calming this fraught situation must be our first priority, and I'm not really to find just the great thing we need to know. Yeah, okay, what? Article. Mr. Sholmes, what are you examining with such keen interest there? Are you as you enjoy a bar of caramel, I see. Werther's? Huh? So you found me at last, Mr. Naruhodo. Sorry? After that young pickpocket sent me on my way, I was forced to lurk in the shadows, cruelly ostracized as the rest of you partook in the jovial atmosphere of fellowship. I had nothing to occupy my mind, but was too ashamed to let society see what my downfall had done to me. For so feigning mock interest, I pretended to examine the tedious trinkets in this desolate place. Whilst you shrewdly observed, ignoring on the only friend I have left, this 7% solution of caramel. Pray, do you claim to understand the depth of my despair, Mr. Haruhodo? But how could you? I was so lonely, so desperately lonely. Then why on earth did you join the conversation? Things have gone from bad to worse here, you know? Yes, I heard much of your conversation. Or rather, in my case, before you in contact, my ears devoured every word that was uttered. The one friend that's over dramatic. You really were sad, weren't you? Man, you really were sad, weren't you? You when you met with a minor inconvenience. Oh, I guess I gotta die. I'm gonna kill myself. Poor Mr. Sholmes. I feel simply awful for you. Zlato. It would seem that my inferences are correct. Oh? Surely you're not about to tell us. It's time for that you solved the entire case once again. My dear madam, sometimes I wonder where my genius for deduction to be commoditized. How much could I pawn it for? It seems Mr. Sholmes has had another of his flashes of inspiration, but who knows if it will help resolve the situation. Looking Mr. Stroud and the mysterious gentleman. What's the right thing to do here? Come on. Go crazy. Well, Mr. Stroud, it would appear you find yourself in something of a predicament. Where in blue blazes have you been, eh? After you Where the blue races are you in? After you told me to buzz off, fuck off, so to speak. Pardon? But a lady's in trouble. A true gem's supposed to be there to help. Straight away. Owned. Not an hour later. Get owned. Harsh. And who, pray tell, are you? Mr. Egbert Benedict? You have, in my eyes, a very to be encyclopedia array of curiosities around your person, about your person. Nevertheless, there are two immovable conclusions I have drawn. I beg your pardon? First is this. The true reason for your visit to the Bromberg Criteria is something you have not yet revealed. Huh? And the second is this. And the second is this. A federal crime is in contemplation. When you will orchestrate with the intent to steal a vast sum of money. Well, Mr. Benedict, what say you to my deduction? Oh. You stood as way as a hard-boiled egg. It would seem that once again, Mr. Soames had made a flawless deduction. Just who do you think you are, sir? Ah, yes, as I hoped. That is precisely the pained expression I was looking for. So, shall we begin? The time has come for yet another Sherlock Holmes. Logic and reasoning. It wasn't highlighted this time. The great deduction. The game is afoot. Hold it! Mystery Man's aim. First of all, we must ask ourselves on what business you ventured to the Tomborgery today. You claim to have followed this pickpocket here, having had the redemption ticket stolen from you on the street. But that is most certainly a lie. The real truth is something quite different. Uh-oh. The circus? Wait, that's circus? As revealed by that which you hold in your hand, yes, what you brought to your shop is a staff what brought you to the shop in the first place is the staff recruitment flyer. A piece of hold on. The piece of paper you had in your hand is a staff-wanted advertisement for this very shop. Yet, even the most unobservant would soon realize that a man of your appearance has no need for such employ. In other words, there is some ulterior motive for your actions. Oh, then he tossed it. Yeah, I see. You can see that his name. That's not his name. Why his name is on AG, Attorney General? A cane which you unwittingly clutched to your person exhibit the incontrovertible contradiction. What utter rot! I've had this cane for years. Exactly. The contradiction of which I speak is, of course, the missing ferrule. The end of any walking cane would be terminated with a metal ferrule to protect the wooden tip. And yet, the detailed analysis shows the wooden tip is as thick as utterly bare. Therefore, there's only one conclusion. The rod which you hold in your hand, which appears to be a walking cane, is in fact no cane at all. Huh? You recoil, sir. Is something wrong? And in your recoiling, you inadvertently facilitate the answer of the next conundrum to present itself. Namely, what is the truth behind this rod you bear? Hold on. That's right. I can't snap easily. Wait. Yes, Yes, reaction betrays the truth. The handle, which you evidently would like to conceal, is the key to understanding this riddle. Now, no, we have to follow his eyes. At the moment I saw it, my suspicions were aroused. But walking cane demands just a stout handle. Mused I. But of course, as I said, this is the walking cane. No, that rod. It's a broken handle of a shovel. What? Are you insane? And now, having determined this undeniable truth, the conclusion is clear. Your true motive for coming here was to take employment at the establishment in order to excavate the ground beneath the premises. What a calculated crime you have conceived, sir. A wickedly calculated crime. That's just flatly wrong. It's kind of underneath the... Great crime. Now, Mr. Benedict, let us continue. For we must expose the details of the elaborate crime you have in the planning. This is utterly absurd. You suggest that I, a gentleman, intend to excavate the ground beneath this pawnbrokery with a broken shovel? What on earth do you propose I can expect to find there? Some long-forgotten treasure, I suppose? Say, for such fanciful theory, what possible reason could I have to do as you say? Oh, but there is ample reason. As you are the only one too well aware, Mr. Benedict. Ah, your furtive glance more telling than I could have hoped. What? Let us consider what would motivate a man to infiltrate a shop to this and covertly dig beneath his floor. The answers were revealed by the council notice on the counter, to which your eyes were inadvertently drawn. This letter gives notice of a public work to be carried out in the local area. And according to the enclosed plan of the upcoming sewage works, beneath the shop runs a sewer that adjoins to another one. It joins another one that runs under the bank on the opposite side of the road. This madness has entered the sewage now, has it? By excavating the ground beneath our feet, you would gain access to the waterway that flows in very close proximity to the great vault of the financial institution opposite. What do you... In summary, sir, you devised a master plan to pull off an elaborate bank robbery by dint of the underground tunnels. But master plan, which brings us the last of the final chapter of the lurid scheme. With what plunder did the thief hope to make off from the underground vault of the bank? Are you quite serious? Having consulted with Scotland Yard some days ago, I happen to know the answer. But naturally, the answer is no secret to you, is it, Mr. Benedict? I have no idea what you're talking about. Allow me to present a rather interesting piece of evidence. You see, this picture postcard tells us all we need to know. A postcard of the Great Exhibition? I'm afraid you quite lost me. A lot. Yeah, I read that. Currently, in the final stages of preparation, the Great Exhibition will soon be underway, and the government has provided extra funds to complete its next centerpiece, the Crystal Tower. Funds that currently sit in the vault of the bank on the other side of this road. Pardon? Yes, the considerable crime you have been contemplating is the theft of that which sits in the vault of of that bank, the special reserve funds for the great exhibition. Of course, that is top secret police information, so keep it under your hat. Under your hat, please. Wait, why would you? More like stupid, ace detective. Thus concludes Sherlock Holmes' great deduction of this pawnbroking puzzle. Mr. Sholmes. Yes, what is it? Well, Mr. Naruhodo, an impressively upbeat deduction from the detective racked with loneliness. Would you not agree? Was it true what you said about the bank over the road and what it was in the what it has in its vault? Indeed, though few know of its existence, it is one of the government's most closely guarded secrets. And you just said that in front of four SB. Gregson told me in the strictest confidence, and you, but you just announced it to everyone here rather loudly. In fact, oh, and if it's just a big secret, why did he tell you? How would Mr. Benedict have come to find out about it? There can be but one explanation for that. Clearly, it is because the man is a criminal. But what if he didn't know anything about the money in the vault? If he is a criminal, as you say. If he's a criminal, as you say, then buying a brand new shovel is sure to be the first thing he does now that you revealed the secret. Oh. If he doesn't, maybe Mr. Winterback, well, he already has plenty of shovels here after all. Oh my life! I assure you, I will know. I assure you, I'm not so unscrupulous. Well, hopefully this has taught you a valuable lesson. Sensitive information must be handled with the utmost care. One can never be sure what that someone privy to the secret won't disclose it. And once the word is out, it's out. Perhaps I'll take the question for confiding in you next time, Mr. Sholmes. An excellent idea, Mr. Naruto. An excellent idea. Yucking it up. Well then, Mr. Naruhodo, you know what to do. You know what to do, I'm sure. Yes, let's listen to that great deduction again and see if we can massage it into shape. Very well then, let us start once more from the beginning. From the top, as they say. As the Sherlock Holmes magnificent, logic and reasoning spectacular. Course correction. Hold it, Mr. Sholmes. Mr. Man's aim. First of all, we must ask ourselves on what business we ventured into the pawnbrokery today. You claim to have followed this pickpocket here, having had a redemption ticket stolen from you on the street. But that is most certainly a lie. The real truth is something quite different. As revealed by that which you hold in your hand. Yes, what brought you to the shop in the first place is a staff recruitment flyer. So, by Mr. Stone's reasoning, Mr. Benedict came in here in order to apply for a job so he could dig down through the floor. Yes, in an attempt to tunnel into the sewers to gain access to the money in the vault of the bank across the road. But he wouldn't get very far with a broken shovel, would he? No, I think it's fair to say his windows lie elsewhere. The question is, where? What did bring Mr. Benedict here at this particular point in time? Yeah. Oh, look at all the scribbled notes at the back of this flyer. Well, flyer here. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. What is it? Listen to what it says. Name, Gina Lestrade. Height, 5'2". Green cap, scruffy waistcoat, grubby white shirt, blue satchel, ragged. It's a detailed description of Mrs. Lestrade. Goodness. There's even a sketch of her, hat and all. Although if she showed it to her, she's fired that smoke grenade launcher at his face for sure. And look, it's a little shop that's written down here too. Winterbank's Pawnbrokery, Baker Street, redemption deadline, 15th April, which is today's date. Why would Mr. Benedict have all that information scrawled on the back of that piece of paper?
Take that!
Okay, hold on. Yes, what you brought into this shop in the first place is the info about Miss Lestrade. Quite so, my dear fellow. It would appear that the writing and a sketch on the reverse of the flyer pertain to the pickpocket, Miss Lestrade, and to Mr. Winterbank's pawnbrokery here. Ah. You originally told us that you had merely given chase after Miss Lestrade stole the redemption ticket from you. But that, sir, is a thinly veiled lie. It is the information on the back of the flyer that led you here today, by which I mean here to Winterbank's Pawnbrokery, and today, the redemption deadline of that overcoat. So, you waited outside for a young girl matching the description you have written down to arrive. And you have gone to some lengths to hide the reason for your pursuit of Miss Lestrade. In other words, there is some ulterior motive for your actions. The cane which you unwittingly clutched to your person exhibits an incontrovertible contradiction. What other rot? I've had this cane for years. The contradiction of which I speak is, of course, the missing furrow. What's a ferrule? It's the metal cap that's commonly found at the end of a cane. Wait, 1 second. That bit that makes the bit that makes the nice clacking sound on the pavement. Yes, exactly. And Mr. Soames is right. It appears to be missing on this cane. But it doesn't actually look broken, does it? No, it doesn't. Though the gentleman certainly did recoil when Mr. Soames identified the cane as suspicious. In other words, there is something secret about the cane that Mr. Benedict will ever don't know. Look here, Mr. Zato. There's some letters here on the handle. Yes, those must be initials, I think. And in the West, it's customary for people to engrave their belongings with the first letters of their names. So Herlock Sholmes would be HS, you mean? That's right. And initials on his cane, obviously. Oh. AG. Why does it feel like that's not quite right?
Take that!
contradiction of which I speak is, of course, the initialing. Most astute observation, wouldn't you say, Mr. Edgar Benedict? If that is your real name. You are led to believe, sir, that your initials are EB. Yet, in the most persistent manner, you have in your grasp the K-bearing initials AG. Incontrovertible contradiction indeed. Would you not agree? No, you're wrong. The cane isn't. You said before that you had that cane for years. Ugh. So don't try to tell us that you just borrowed it from a friend or friend in the park. In short, though you hold yourself to be a gentleman, you haven't withheld your true name. You recoil, sir. Is something wrong? And in your recoiling, you inadvertently facilitate the answer to the next conundrum to present itself. Namely, what is the truth behind this rod you bear? Yes, if your reaction betrays the truth. The handle which you evidently would like to conceal is the key to understanding this riddle, you see. Let's consider the bare bones of what's happening here. Mr. Lestrade redeemed that fine-looking overcoat. And now a mysterious man has appeared, introducing himself with a fake name and claiming that the overcoat belongs to him. Well, you know that he actually identified Mr. Lestrade for a written description, which suggests that everything else he's told us is untrue. So what we need to do here is somehow prove that the overcoat cannot possibly belong to him. Oh, it seems like the shoulder there is coming apart. Look, so it is. Do you know, a moment ago Mr. Bennett was fired for something that was said. I thought I heard him make a rather strange noise. It sounded like a tiny growl. But now I think it probably sounded like steam ripping open. Look closely, it does seem to be a very tight fit. The sleeves are stretched and bursting, so Eddie wouldn't have a hope for fastening it at the front. If he were to run around it, I'm sure the whole thing would fall apart. That I'd like to see. Sorry? So how can we make Mr. Benedict run around? Mr. Sato, he's really giving this a thought.
Take that!
It's too small, so it doesn't fit. So why would you get a thing that doesn't fit if you only found it 2 months ago? Split C, which you evidently would like to conceal, is the key to understanding this riddle, you see? Ah. Yes, because the overcoat is rather obviously a poor fit. Having forced it on your broad shoulders, the seam is already breaking apart. My suspicions were aroused from the outset. When you so badly lied about your name and so boldly waylaid this pickpocket, this catalog of untruth has all been for one very specific purpose. I literally can't say it. Specific. My brain goes to the much when I want to say it. Steal the article that the young girl redeemed from the Mr. Windibank. But what really irks me is this. The considerable crime I initially imagined has been considerably curtailed. To abscond with a redeemed item. Squandered. So now, Mr. Benedict, let's continue. For we must expose the detail of the elaborate crime you have in the planning. This is utterly absurd. It's just that I, a gentleman, designed to wheeze to filch some authority article of ponage. Have you forgotten that I redeemed the article in the paper proper matter using the watchword? Had I not been the one to deposit it in the first place, how could I possibly have known the relevant details? N'est-ce pas? Oh, but the watchword can be discovered. As you are only too well aware, Mr. Benedict. I feared a glance before telling that I could have hope. He had the book open. He must have had the book open when he. What? Now let's consider how one might come to learn a secret watchword relating to the property of another. The method is revealed by the council notice on the counter, which, yeah, not that. The direction of the deduction must change rather dramatically now, I think. Yes, no more talk of tumbling into the sewers, which is a pity because it all sounded rather exciting. Well, I'll just wait like 100 years for Ocean's 11 to come out. I'm sure they do that on one of those. Anyway, you can't deny that this mysterious gentleman did know the watchword. Yes, Professor. If you didn't know that word, my Mr. Windrick would never allow you to redeem the article. Or looking at it another way, if you did know that word, Mr. Windrick would allow you to redeem the article whether it was yours or not. The question is, could this gentleman have found the watchword out somehow? What is this, Mr. Sato? It appears to be a memo that Mr. Winterbeck has scribbled to himself. Let's see. What does this say? Oh, Professor. Mr. Winterbeck must make a note of the watchwords his customers given right before their eyes. And an alarmingly clear script as well. Oh dear. I don't know where to look. Who knows what other secrets I might see. Message revealed by the notelet on the counter to which your eyes were inadvertently drawn. Yes, the broker here follows the same procedure with that whenever a customer comes to redeem an article. He asks the customer for the watchword and notes down the response uttered on the notelet. He has to hand. Then he consults with the ledger and confirms whether or not the watchword matches that article in question. I would expect nothing less of a diligent pawnbroker. But his diligence clearly has disadvantages. What are you talking about? It's increasingly apparent that you were present in this shop before your accusation against Mrs. Strahd. In all likelihood, you followed her inside and then observed her talking to Mr. Winterbeck. But the diligent broker made a note of the watchword, and it is common practice. He observed him writing the word professor. Notelet beside the ledger. That, sir, was the master plan you devised to steal a pawned article from the young Mr. Strahd. Master plan? Which brings us at last to the final chapter of the lurid scheme. Why would you go to such lengths to redeem that particular article from this pawnbroker? Are you quite serious? For an ill-fitting overcoat hardly seems for an ill-fitting overcoat hardly seems to justify the effort, much less a worthless music box. But naturally, you had a very good reason to make them yours, didn't you, Mr. Benedict? I had no idea what you're talking about. Allow me to present a rather interesting piece of evidence. Yeah, the picture poster tells us all we need to know. The article we're talking about are the overcoat and the music block discs that was in one of the pockets, which according to Mr. Winterbeck is even worth a penny. Yet this man went to such lengths to steal it. Why? I wonder if perhaps we already have the evidence we need to explain it, Mr. Naruto. Could we? Really? I better have a thorough look through all the evidence we collect in self-fold.
Take that!
What precisely was your intention with that, Mr. Naruto? Just follow the natural progression of deduction, like the two swords. Well, the truth is, you do not have a term for observation or deduction. Did that hurt? Yes, a lot. Trying to use a fairly high-handed measures to get try and get him. This he certainly doesn't want either of the monetary value. So they must have value somehow. To someone. The last piece of the puzzle. I better have another look through the evidence and see if there are any clues hiding. Oh, you know what it is? I haven't there's a piece of info on it that I need yeah. For begilded. Oh, there's a little scrap of paper stuck onto the reverse side. This look of the disc. Look, for begilded, a scribble board or two. It looks like somebody's name. Huh? For begilded. Begilded? It couldn't be. But it is, Mr. Naruhodo. A name I shall never forget as long as I live. But why? Why is his name on this? The music, yeah, that's what I forgot. News like this has been updated in the court record.
Take that!
You see, this music box this tells us all we need to know. I can't know. My brain is turning off. What's that on the back? It reads from McGilded. Mr. Magnus McGilded, the unfortunate philanthropist who perished in curious circumstances at the Old Bailey 2 months ago. A prominent man in London, through his loan-mongering demonstrated a distinct lack. Though his loan-mongering demonstrated a distinct lack of scruples. So, you're an associate of his, are you? Or perhaps a subordinate? Mr. McGilded was a man of a usually small stature. Back. He had precisely the right size for that overcoat you squeezed yourself into. Your true identity remains shrouded in mystery, Mr. Edgar Benedict. But the final conclusion here is clear. The reason you came to this pawnbrokery today was to retrieve an article left behind by the late Magnus McGilded. To acquire identity deposit of Mr. McGilded. So we're all coming back to the first trial. Sorry, I'm gonna be honest, my feet are dry, so I'm putting lotion on them right now. Not a name wait. Why is autoplay? Hold on. Yeah, okay, sorry. I'll go back. I don't know why I started playing autoplay. Well, Mr. Magnus McGilded. Not a name I expected to hear in these circumstances. Mr. Soames, I'm afraid there's something very troubling on my mind. Pray tell, Mr. Zato. Is this perhaps a recording of a conversation? Well, according to what Mr. Winterback told us earlier. I got it later. Well, yeah, according to what Mr. Winterback told us earlier. Today was the final day in which the coat could have been redeemed, was it not? Yes, ma'am, that is correct. Today would be precisely 2 months since it was first deposited, and that's when he died. And that is when it died. So this case and that case must be related. Well, today is the 15th of April, so 2 months ago today, that's when he died. would have been February 15th, sir. That's right. And it's all carefully recorded in my ledger. Deposited at 10:30 p.m. I see. Did he die by then? Was he? What? But that suggests. Wait, what? Yes, 15th of February. Yeah, I think he was dead by then. It's right the day on which the omnibus murder. Oh, when the day the murder took place at 10:30 p.m. But he was arrested at night because that took place at 5 or something. No, well, no, it was the last omnibus of the day. I think they said at 10:30 in the evening. It's precisely the time in which the terrible events were unfolding. So he couldn't have been here. So who put this in his name? Suggestive is not the word. It would seem the matter is entirely beyond coincidence. You are, of course, at liberty to make whatever outlines the sections you choose. However, I must insist you hand over the music box disc now. Whoa! It would be a terrible shame for you to return to your native land in a box. What do I do? Yeah, well, that tells me there are some things that man must protect at all costs. This may well be one of those things. Then again, it may not. Mr. Winterbank, this is my shop. I can't allow any harm to come to my customers. If that were to happen, I should take my own life. Mr. Winterbank, no. All right, that's enough. Oh, Mr. Gregson. Inspector Gregson. Inspector? That's right, Sunshine. The alarm was raised on one of our dedicated emergency lines. We got here as fast as we could. Now, what's all this about, eh? Oh, praise be, you're here at last. I was moments away from forfeiting my own life in my own very own establishment. Better put that gun away, bro. It would seem you have the upper hand. Right, you lot have got some explaining to do. I don't appreciate being bothered with some petty, angry bargee. Petty? Mr. Winterbank very nearly met his end. Yeah, by his own gun, as far as I can tell. Oh dear. And the whole Britain can meet with his end if I don't get to the bottom of the case I'm supposed to be working on. What on earth is this case, Inspector? Spare no detail, Gregson. I might have said a little too much. No matter, it's nothing to do with you lot. Anyway, sir, you're gonna have to come with me down to the station. But of course, Inspector. Ah! He's getting away. He get after him, lads. Whistle the beat officer too. Sir. He booked. He ran. There's been a spate of thefts at pawn shops around here recently. So he was looking for it. So we fitted emergency buttons underneath the counters for brokers to let us know when there's trouble. Oh, Inspector, I was very worried there for a while. Very worried indeed. Now then, Mr. Permanently in mourning. Oh, yes? I'll be taking that whatever it is of McDilla's down to this yard. Thank you very much. So hand it over. Oh, yes, of course. It's been better hands than his. No, don't give it to him. It's mine, that is. It's mine. I'm sorry, miss. But anything belonging to Mr. McGilda has to be taken in as evidence now. As evidence? If the police demand something as evidence, my dear fellow, we have no choice but to capitulate. It is all yours, Inspector. Yeah. Please ask you to listen to you. Yeah, we don't want to go to jail, so give it to him. And so, I know I was turning this phone. You heard me yell like 3 times in a row. So what happened? I'm like, oh, shit, he's strapped too. clean my bottle. My hands are my hands are soft hands. And so we handed over Mr. McGilda's list over to Inspector Gregson, and we were summarily turfed out of the shop and onto the street. To be continued. Well, we have no idea. We still have no idea what that means. Okay, let's continue. Yeah, this is the penultimate case of the game, so I'm sure it's going to be a long one. Baker Street. See, that's why I ain't grown up. All they do is feed you a pack of lies and take stuff away from you. Oh, really, Mr. Stride? Tell me, is that overcoat keeping you warm? What? Oh my, really, you were given that? Yeah, did he let me keep it after I looked daggers at him for long enough? He even went through the pockets and said, go on then. Have it. The cartel be the scarper. All it pays off giving people a look like you ate them. I can't help feeling that it's going to get you in serious trouble one day. What I really wanted was a nice, shiny disc, mine. The music about this, he must have told her to get it for something. I wish the Winterback said it would practically worthless. I think we're gonna go and have another bath. Keep a long and hard stare. I think not, Mr. Strauss. We shan't enter Miss Winterbanks again today. Why not? That's not fair. It can't be helped, I'm afraid. Police are investigating the scene now and are taking a statement from Mr. Winterbank. With that just mine, I had the ticket for the coat and it was in the coat's pocket. And there should be something else and all? That's what the rotten coat said, ain't it? Yes, he did mention something like about another article, didn't he? Well then, that's my coat too. That's mine too, whatever it is. Well, you can't really... That's really pushing our luck. Mr. Strada, I think it's time to admit defeat. You had your haul for the day. Yeah, and it's all your fault, Sholmes. What are your plans now? Will you dine with us this evening? Hey? Iris would be delighted to cook, I'm sure, and I might entertain you with a most modest violin recital. No, sir. Oh. Why would I come around to your place, eh? Have you lost your head or something? Something? No, she's being a tsundere. Oh dear, he's gone. Having reviled on me quite unnecessarily, I might add. I can't help wondering if perhaps she might turn up anyway. Interesting. When she's had a chance to calm down, I think there's a good chance to decide to come. Very well then. I'll inform Iris to set a plate for our potential guests at the dinner table this evening. And one more thing. I should be glad of your company later too. Sorry? I believe I will have a rather splendid surprise to show you. Oh, how exciting. What is it? That will spoil the surprise. You shall have to wait and see, Mrs. Sato. Until later, then. Yeah, that's actually kind of funny. We got the office in the last trial. This was there. Those ones are sweet. Sholmes is asleep. Ah, Susie and Bruno, come in, come in. Good afternoon, Iris. Thank you so much for breakfast this morning. Oh, don't mention it. Goodness, look at the time already. Busy as always. I am preparing everything for dinner this evening. Already? You're obviously cooking something special, are you? Oh, yes. After all, we have a special guest joining us. Guess who it is? Go on. Hee, you'll never guess. Look at those little eyes of hers shining. Oh dear, it is awkward when you already know the answer, isn't it? It's Ginny. Isn't that exciting? Oh, what a surprise. Yes, that's wonderful news. Oh, who's gonna tomorrow? We know already. Yeah, that's wonderful news. Ooh, wow, Iris seems overjoyed at the idea. Can't wait to learn some pickpocketing from a real professional. Oh yes, that does sound like fun. Don't, ladies, please. I'm not sure that's entirely appropriate. Are you Mr. Naruhodo? Or, by the way, Iris, what's Mr. Soames up to? Early? Oh, he's been like that ever since he got back. Hello, Mr. Soames. I beg that you won't speak to me. Sorry? I don't know who you are, but kindly take your leave. As you can see, I'm not here. What is he doing? Why is he crashing out? I don't know how to respond to that. He's crashing out. I do apologize. When it gets like this, he's completely oblivious to everything. Yes, I see. Really, he behaves just like a child sometimes. Curly does. Mr. Soames and Iris has something about parent and child relationships, don't they? Yes, except that Iris is clearly the parent here. Come to think of it. Wait. Hold on. Let me not speak. I wonder where her real parents are. What's the matter, Bruno? You have ever such a funny look on your face. Oh no, it's nothing. I know what it is. Why does this girl live here with Mr. Soames? You're wondering. Am I right? How? How did you? Oh, Bruno, I can read you like a book. This girl is dangerous. Don't worry. You can ask me anything. I won't mind. It's been 2 months. So, yeah. So, by Ginny, you mean Miss Lestrade, the young woman from the McGilty case 2 months ago, right? Yes, who also stole my experimental smoke grenade launcher. Although, after that trial, I invited her back here and we had dinner together. And now we're the best of friends. Oh, hee, what a lovely tale. Yes, now I bump into her on the street. She runs away as fast as she can. Oh, wait, are you getting, is she robbing you? Oh. And I chase after her down the back alleys. An interesting idea of friendship. And then I let her have the latest color of smoke grenade I've developed. Oh. There are so many beautiful colors in the world. Ginny wants to make a whole rainbow. I suppose this means you let Mr. Strike keep the smoke grenade launcher you have you? Yes, that's right. I got bored of it anyways. Hurley always reacts the same way when I shoot him with it now. Poor Hurley. Oh, can't wait for Ginny to arrive. It's been too long since she last came over. I'm so excited. Just hope she does actually come. Iris watched. I'm sure you've been wondering why is it I live here with Hurley, haven't you? Well, it has crossed my mind that were your real parents. Where are your real parents? My mommy and daddy aren't with me anymore. Yeah, well, that's all. Yeah, that's obviously why they must have died. Mommy passed away when I was born, and at around the same time, my father, well, he had to go far away, to a faraway land because one of the cases he and Hurley were working on. Oh, wait a minute. Did you say he and Hurley? Yes. Daddy and Hurley were always solving mysterious cases together. So her father that's who she's writing. Who's in the book? When she said it was her, and she probably meant her dad. It's her dad, but she didn't mention that before. He wrote them all up in his diaries. That's what's in the metal chest over there. Really, you've heard of them all. They used to be his besties, so they're kind of the same. Do you mean it's true? Mr. Soames really did have a partner with whom he tackled some of his most taxing cases? Oh yes, I mean, it's always nice to have one, isn't it? So Mr. Soames' partner was your father? Exactly. Early told me I wasn't allowed to look in the chest, but that only made me want to look even more. So I opened it up and found your father's memoirs? Yes. So I asked Hurley, who wrote these? The lady fell off his chair. But then he told me that's when I found out that the author of all those accounts was my father. Iris' father was Mr. Stone's partner. Iris' father. I practically lived with Hurley all my life. I was tiny when he took me in. So friend of the parents. Yeah. Basically Hurley is like her godfather. Just unofficially, so it came as quite a shock when Hurley told me that when Hurley told me he wasn't really my daddy. Oh, I guess she was so young. She thought that he was. It must have done. I wonder why Mr. Jones chose to tell you. And at such a young age. So I guess not to have any misunderstanding. Like, it was probably for her own sake. Hurley says because he wouldn't have been able to hide it from me. Oh, that's right. She probably would have figured it out. Her sense of deduction, while having lived with Hurley all these years, you might say that his ways rubbed off on me. There are some things I can just see. Especially lies. I almost know when people are lying before they open their mouths sometimes. Right. She's a giga deducer. Anyway, that's why I was so fascinated when I read Daddy's diaries. That's what inspired me to write The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, actually. I always assumed Mr. Holmes simply told you all this story. He tells sometimes, oh no, Hurley's hopeless like that. He forgets everything. As soon as he solves the case, what vanishes from his mind. Oh, I see. The other day, it was so embarrassing, as usual. I totally forgot about the case he just solved. So the very next day, he gathered together all the people involved and proceeded to solve the case again. It was quite a shock for everyone. You can say that again. You share your father's surname, don't you, Iris? Yes, that's right. Wilson. Daddy is Dr. John H. Wilson. I learned from his diary that he's a doctor. He's a doctor of medicine, you see. Oh! Oh! Wait, so that means that was... So no, when she said when she said faraway land, they must have met in Japan. Maybe she doesn't know, but she means Japan. Because I'm guessing that's the same doctor that got... Oh, that got... Yeah, because we never saw the resolution of that case, really. That was the very first case of the peculiar case that had the irregularities. But why would he... Because he was, yeah, if we saw him, Naruhodo, oh, he was a professor. Harry's father, who went to some distant land, and is a doctor by the name of John H. Wilson. John H. Wilson. Yeah, what I just clarified too. The court will not here to try Ryunosuke Naruhodo for the death. Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in the case. The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson. Oh, holy! Oh my gosh! That's right. Visiting professor of medicine at Imperial Yume University, and the man who, in the most bizarre circumstances, lost his life just before we left Japan. He's her father, Suzato. Miss Suzato. Yes? Perhaps we shouldn't pursue this conversation any further at this time. I think that would be for the best. Yeah, that's my dear fellows, happy, how good to see you. Yeah. So the father died recently. He was alive until recently. I guess what she thought he was, but they said he left a while ago. But she said she'd been living with him for a long time. Hey, Mr. Sholmes. Why never did you not make your presence known to me before? This guy. Well, no matter now. So, how the devil are you? We've been with you for most of the day. Yeah, what do you mean? How are we? Goodness, really? Dude, we've been. Goodness, really? Do you tell me, Mr. Sholmes, is your violin unscathed? My violin? Whatever are you talking about, dear madam? Oh, never mind that now. I have something far more interesting to show you. Behold, my dear fellows, wait. Where did you get this? Oh, another music box fix. No, not another, that's Mr. Sato. The other one. This is the one Gregson demanded we hand over as evidence. Mr. McGilden's disc. Oh my, but then, what is it doing? You know, at times, Mr. Naruhodo, I think that though I have an undeniable turn for detection, I may well be even more adept at larceny. You can't say that, man. Ooh, that would be wonderfully exciting. I'd be your pickpocketing assistant. Don't do that. Bruno could be our go-to lawyer if we ever got caught. Jeez, don't. God. Right. Plus, Susie has such a beautiful handwriting. She could write all our menacing crime notifications. Ooh, yes, I'd be delighted. I'm just gonna pretend this conversation never happened, I think. So what's up, bro? Brother? I don't understand. How did that disc come to be in your possession? How did you get this come to be in your possession? I thought Inspector Gresham took it back to Scotland Yard. Quite correct. And that's sort of uncompromising attitude. It's precisely why I always carry some. Oh, so he must have took a. What, we must have somehow got the dots on the caramel bar. That's a bar of caramel, Mr. Sholmes. We're one and only friend in times of loneliness, if I'm not mistaken. If you will humor me, my dear fellows, cast your minds back to when the good detective confiscated this. Yep, that's what he said. Yep. Oh yes, of course. Oh, when he took it from us, he must have did it If the police demand something as evidence, my dear fellow, we have no choice but to capitulate. It's all yours, Inspector. The briefest of moments. I had a disc in my hand, did I not? Yes, you did, but I still don't understand. It was precisely at that moment that I summoned my one and only friend into action. Pressure distance to a pair of bars like this. Oh, I guess even though it's big on the picture, it's not that big. It's actually not that big. That's amazing. The addition of all the minuscule protrusions have made an image in the caramel. Indeed, this caramel is quite exceptional. I developed it myself, you know. Oh, so that's not something you can find in store. He made it suitably soft for making impressions, but resistant to melting. The result of a precisely controlled solution. How extraordinary! Carrying a pair of these on one person frequently proves very useful indeed. The galaxy, for example, silver pressed and the free unique form is duplicated. I can enter anyone's property at will and never without a high sucrose nourishment. Yes, it sounds illegal. From the image, I was able to create this, a perfect copy. I confess I was most curious to know what manner of music would issue from the disc when played. So, what's on the disc? You tell us then, Mr. Schultz, what music does this play? Well, no. That's the other thing too. He probably doesn't know because what the pawnbroker, Mr. I forget. Well, hold on. What's his name? Mr. Windebank said that that there's different kinds of Swiss, German, Dutch music box. So music box. So it's not hard to know. There's no discernible way to tell which is which. Well, unfortunately, I have no idea. Yeah, no idea. None whatsoever. Are you familiar with the workings of a music box, my dear fellow? Okay, sorry. I jumped the gun. He's gonna explain it right here. No, I'm afraid not. Goodness, you don't know, Bruno? In a music box, there's a special metal this piece called a comb that's what produces sound. Small protuberances pluck the different teeth of the comb as it rotates past it, making different notes. The first music box to be invented used a rotating cylinder with protuberances on it. But over time, a new type of player was produced, which uses discs such as these. With that development, the popularity of music boxes spread far and wide all around the globe. Why exactly? Because the discs are easy to produce and can be interchanged to facilitate playing of different tunes. So yeah, proto CDs. There are a great many firms in Europe now manufacturing music boxes as a result. It is wonderful to be able to enjoy music even when no performer is present. It is a very success of the intervention. That means we are not presented with an unsurmountable problem. What do you mean? As you may imagine, the construction of one's firm music boxes must match that of another. And we have no way of knowing which music box that particular disc was designed to be played. There is no resolution to this problem, I'm afraid. It's quite intractable. I see. So that's why. Naturally, I tested the disc on those few music boxes I have at my disposal. as you can hear, to no avail. The results were equally unsatisfactory. The results were equally unsatisfactory as in this one. So, I am presently engaged in acquiring an example of all of the music boxes ever made in Europe. Every single one. That's early for you. Always taking things too far. But my dear girl, an unsolved riddle is quite repugnant to my constitution. But surely they're all the different types of Europe will amount to a huge volume of music boxes, won't it? Yes, that is certainly true in the worst case. I shall just have to ask you to vacate the attic room. What? Wait, his kick us to the road? Dude, wait, you can't do that. Agnes McGilded. Agnes McGilded. Not a name I expected to hear again so soon. Yes, it's only been 2 months since that grisly case. Hold on, I'm opening this thing by Peter Colt. I'm putting on stock. I don't know why I didn't have it on. Speaking of socks, you know what I've came to just I've come to admit is just, dude, every few months you're just gonna have to buy new socks, man. Every 3 or 6 months you're gonna have to buy new socks. It's unavoidable. One second. Mr. McGill perished within hours of the trial's conclusion. More like minutes, to be honest. Was it the curse of the Reaper? No one knows still. No one knows still now. The omnibus was reduced to a pile of ash. Not a shred of evidence remained. And with the man's death, the truth about the murder in which he was so intimately involved was buried. Even though he successfully established Mr. McGill in the trial, the newspaper are still claiming that it remains an unsolved case. A murder that took I got this. The murder of the brickmaker, Mr. Thrice Fired Mason. In the end, the truth of the matter remains a mystery. We still have no idea what really happened that night. Yeah, and we never will. Unless, and although Mr. McGilded was found not guilty through my defense, I still don't know if that was the right judgment or not. It would appear that the case is not yet closed. Yeah. That's what that means. It means there's still more information to be. Well, it's time to start getting things ready for dinner, I think. Ginny will be here before long. Thank you, Iris. Oh, well, you must let me help you then. Of course, Susie, there's plenty to do. I think that I shall investigate the condition of my faithful performing partner. Now then, where did I leave it? Let this be a lesson to you, Mr. Sholmes. Never leave anything. Never leave anything too precious with the broker. Yes, you may be right. Oh, that reminds me of something Mr. Winterbank said before. He said that he had a manuscript of Iris's and Pawn. Didn't he? Did he? Uh-oh. Yes, he definitely mentioned it. Mr. Holmes' latest tale of otherworldly mystery lies dormant in my storm room were his words, I believe. So you heard about that, did you? I expect you were as incensed as I was. Oh, yes. The idea is such a wonderful story, languishing in Mr. Winterback's storm room, gathering dust. But it's a story that you know. He's obviously intentionally keeping it from her. It's something he doesn't want. He doesn't want her to see. Not yet, at least. My dear madam, I'm quite sure I told you already. The pawnbroker store is a safe place for it, more secure than a bank's vault. And what about your Stradivarius? Early, was that safe and secure? Well, there may be the occasional mix-up caused by a certain impetuous someone not too far from me now. Do you have any idea how long it took me to write that Baskerville story, Hurley? Oh, it sounds so exciting. The Hound of the Baskervilles. I should love to read it. Wait. Huh? Wait, how did you know that? Wait, Susato? Yeah, wait, how did you know that that's what it was called? Yeah, Susato? What's going on here? Why does it feel like icy chills just went through the room? Susie? What did you just say? What did you just say? You said the Hound of the Baskervilles. But how could you know the full title? Uh-oh. Because, yeah, remember, the father was friends. The father was friend with her dad. So, no, the doctor missed Iris's dad. Dr. John H. Wilson was friends with Susato's dad, Mikotoba. So he must have, so at one point in time, he must have told her the story about it. Oh, which would explain why she's just a fan of his adventures because he lived it well. And now she's like, uh-oh. She's like, uh-oh. Well, and they're like, wait a minute, did you? They're both like, wait, how would you know that? That's an unpublished story. Well, that's because Mrs. Otto is such a great fan of all the stories about Mr. Sholmes, of course. Well, no, they're gonna say no, that's not a published story. Sorry, Runo. But Bruno, the Hounds of Baskervilles is not released, has never been published. What? When I showed Hurley the manuscript, he told me that I wasn't allowed to publish it yet. I don't understand. Then I don't understand. That's why he said that he keep it safe until it was the right time for the story to be made public, you see? So that's why the manuscript is at Winterbanks. And yet, how could Susie here know its title? Yeah, so it's so basically she either gonna have to say I can't tell you now, or she's gonna reveal that she knew her dad, because that's the only way she would know about the story. Well, Hurley, what's going on? I think he'd know, but he can't say. What is it, Mr. Sholmes? It would appear Our guest has arrived. Mr. Lestrade. Miss Lestrade. This was a bad idea. I knew I weren't welcome. I'm going. No, wait. Mr. Lestrade. We've all been eagerly waiting your arrival. Haven't we? Iris? Uh-oh. Oh, brother. Oh, yes. Just wait there, Ginny. Everything will be ready in a jiffy. Come on, Susie. Right, of course. It's a pleasure to see you here, Mr. Lestrade. Please make yourself at home. So don't stand in the doorway, my dear girl. Come along in. What say you to some? I don't know how to say that. I won't take no for an answer. Mendelssohn. I won't. Mendelssohn. It is then. Kitty. Yes, I love how they make a cutscene just for the cat. Yes. Waga High. Oh, that's who says it. La Plus. I was wondering who said. Like, who did I hear say what? Who do I hear say Waga High so much that evening? Iris prepared us all a meal that was even more delicious than usual. Mr. Stone's violin performance was in no way meddlesome, and Gina, as we claim to call her, taught us all how to feel things for one another without being noticed. Everyone thoroughly enjoyed themselves well into the night. I wonder, are we gonna ask her about it? That was a very enjoyable evening, wasn't it? Oh yes, Iris's cooking was truly divine, and I feel as though I can still hear the enchanting strains of Mr. Stone's violin even now. So, what's it gonna be? Does she not know? Maybe it made it when Iris told us about her dad going far away. She made it seem like that happened a long time ago. So maybe the issue is that she doesn't know that he's dead, that he's also dead. She just thinks he's gone. And it would. So they didn't want to be like, oh, having lost one parent, now hearing you, all of a sudden you lost another, you lost the other would be devastating. Yeah, and here's the. First of all, I can still glance from his lordship's face next time we're in court. I'll steal the glasses from his lordship's face next. Naruhodo-san, could I consult with you about something? I wonder. What's the matter, Susato-san? It's about the telegram I received. The one that arrived first thing this morning, I suppose. I've been summoned. What do you mean? What do you mean you've been summoned? What? Summoned? What do you mean? The telegram was from the Lord Chief Justice's office. Lord Strongheart has asked to see me. The Lord Chief Justice? When? Tomorrow morning. What? Then we have to start preparing at once. Oh no, that won't be necessary, Naruhodo-san. I think, yeah, it's just for her. I've been summoned alone. Alone? What on earth for? I have no idea. I suppose I shall find out tomorrow. What's all this about? Whatever it is, it's making me feel very uneasy. Oh, who could that be, I wonder? Iris. Good evening, friends. Iris. Hello again. Oh, Gina? What's up? And Gina too. Yeah, Ginny's gonna stay with us tonight. She's gonna sleep in with me. Isn't that right, Ginny? Well, yeah. How lovely. Let me make a pot of tea. You know, I've learned so much today. Oh, what in particular? All those things Ginny showed us, wasn't it wonderful? You mean all those pickpocketing techniques? We had fun trying them out on each other, didn't we? I think I awakened an actual talent. I could earn a living from it. You might be getting ahead of yourself a little there. So, what brings you up to our humble quarters at this late hour? Well, you see, I came to return this. Wait, what? That's mine. Oh my. However, did you? I told you, didn't I? I have a natural talent for it. Oh, yes, I'd forgotten. Iris literally is a child genius. So anyway, here, you can have it back. Not that I really understand why you wear it though. Thank you. All right then, good night. Yes, good night. So this is your office, is it? What do you think, Ginny? I think I wouldn't fancy me chances with a lawyer. A lawyer with what lives in a place like this? Yes, me too. Oh, ouch! It seems as though Iris here still has something she'd like to talk about. I suppose she probably wants to talk about the manuscript. Yes, I suppose she probably does. The manuscript. Iris, I suppose you're hoping to talk about the manuscript, aren't you? Aren't you going to tell me? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I need a little more time, please. Okay, all right. I understand. I hope I haven't made you feel awkward. Oh no, not at all, Iris. Not at all. I don't know what all this is about really, but it's a story you made up. Is it, Iris? The mantle script or whatever you call it? No, it's not exactly a story that I made up. It's something I read in Daddy's diaries. Daddy's? That's right. I don't suppose I mentioned it to you before, Ginny, but my daddy was Hurley's assistant once, his partner. Eh? They solved all sorts of strange and mysterious cases together. Is that right, mister? Apparently so. I was as surprised as you are, though. And Daddy wrote all the details of every single case down, you see, in his diaries. So I study and I write my stories based on what actually happened. So, where's your old man now, then? He had to go away on urgent business to a faraway land, and they'd be gone a very long time. Yeah, so that's what it is. It's that she just thinks he was only supposed to be gone for a long time, but now we know that he's dead. He was murdered in Japan. And then Hurley probably figured it out too. When I think on the ship we mentioned that that the case that I think we mentioned it in passing or something about it to Hurley. So he must have been like, when he heard the name, he's like, oh no, he's like, my bestie is gone. My partner is gone from this world. Very long time. So I've never really met him. Yeah, so basically, yeah, she said that he left. So yeah, she left really when she was really young. So all she knows is that he's away. So yeah, basically that's how long ago it was that she she's saying that she's never really met him. Oh, right. Come to think of it. What's her story? I don't know anything about Gina's parents either. Perhaps we should ask her. Yeah, Aris, this Hound of the Baskerville story. Take it that it's another tale inspired by your father's accounts? That's right. I thought it was fascinating. But it's different somehow. From the other cases, I mean. Oh? How? I don't really know, but it must be special in some way. Because after I had written it and I showed the manuscript to Hurley, he turned as white as the sheet. It was the first time I ever seen him like that. It pains me to have to say this after you told over for so long, Iris. But I can't have you let you release this. But this story must not be published at this time, under any circumstances. But why not? It's one of my best works. I'm not at liberty to say. Not now, so please do not ask me. Alright then, I won't. Thank you. But I do solemnly swear that I will explain everything one day, Iris, when the time is right. And that's how the manuscript came to be with Mr. Winterbank, isn't it? Yes. Hurley said it had been something. It had to be somewhere very safe. That really gets my goat, that does. He's treating you like a child. Well, I mean, that's what it is keeping secrets like that. I'm sure Mr. Sholmes isn't trying to be mean. Eh? If he says he wasn't at liberty to talk about it, I'm sure there must have been a very good reason. I think so too. You lot are too trusting for your own good, but you can't pull the wool over my eyes. Sholmes is lying to Iris. I bet my life on it. What? Hurley's lying to me? I realize that I don't know anything about your parents, Gina. I ain't gotten any, have I? Never did have. Oh. Well, that can't be. Well, that's not true. Look, the East End's full of orphans like me. No one wants nothing to do with us. From the minute we're born, not even our moms. But we all stick together. The older ones look after the little ones and make sure they get by. So that's why you're a pickpocket. Nah, dive is my life. I love it. I get a kick out of every time I lift some pompous idiot's purse. And that's how we afford to eat. I'm like Robin Hood. That ain't I? That's how I see it. Oh, Gina. I do think about it sometimes. What it'd be like to have parents, I mean. I've always thought to make everything right. But I've happened to listen to what Iris just said. It sounds like having a parent so ain't always easy either. Oh. I mean, if you know you never had them, you don't feel like you've always wanted to meet them. It's true. Oh. I do want to see Daddy so much. Oh, Iris. Yeah, but we can't exactly tell her like, no, I'm sorry, Iris, but that can't happen. We basically have to tell her that no, you can't see him. You'll never be able to see him. He's gone. Gina, what did you mean when you said that you know Mr. Sholmes is lying to Iris? Well, he reckons to have popped that manuscript or whatever, right? Come on, that's obviously a load of rubbish. Oh my, Why would you think that? Why would you think that, Gina? It's simple. Because that story really was in. That story was really an old Winterbank storeroom. There's no way someone from all the way around the world, in other words, you, could have known about it. Oh, so that's the reason why. So, so yeah, that's why she thinks he's lying. No, because remember what she said. She's not the one that wrote it. So the only way she, so the only conceivable way is that if she somehow saw the manuscript, or she first. So, but what other manuscript? The manuscript or accounts of her death. So he must. She heard the account. Sorry, Iris, but if you ask me, he sold it without telling you. But Hurley would never do something like that. I'm sure of it. Ha! Grown-ups do a lot worse than that. Believe me. Darkface liars, a lot of them. You just ain't realized it yet. I'm telling you, that manuscript ain't at Winterbanks. You soon see if you had a look. Even if you think you can trust them, I don't. That shows a lie, like the rest of them. If I'm honest, I have wondered if Hurley's telling me the truth sometimes. See? Oh, but I don't mean that I think he stole it. I mean, I think that sometimes what if he might have hidden it in my manuscript somewhere I don't know. Even though it's wrong. Even if though it's wrong of me to doubt him. Don't be too hard on yourself, Iris. Anyway, oh my goodness, look at the time. Come on, Jenny, we should go back downstairs. Yeah, all right. And please, don't mention any of this to Hurley, will you? No, of course not. Good night then, Iris. Good night, Gina. You must let me make breakfast for you tomorrow morning. I insist. No, you can't. You have to be somewhere. Oh, yes, please. I can't wait, Susie. Good night then. Iris. It's sure easy to forget, isn't it? That she is. Sometimes she speaks like an adult, but she is a 10. But at the end of the day, yeah. She's just a 10-year-old girl. But deep down, she's still just a child. She's just a little girl. Well, I think it's time that I turn into the night to Naruto son. John isn't Iris' father, but also the name of a murder victim, visiting professor at Yume University. It can't be a mere coincidence. There's something deeper going on. So why him? I don't know. That voice. That's Mr. Sholmes. What's going on? It's the middle of the night. Is Miss Lestrade? Is Miss Lestrade? She's gone. Gina? She was supposed to be sleeping in Iris' room, but her bed is empty. Well, this independent young woman, she probably decided to go home, no? I think not. From speaking to her before she retired, I received a distinct impression that she was looking forward to breakfasting with Miss Susato. No, I don't believe the girl has gone home, but I believe waiting for an hour for over an hour now. Over an hour? Oh. If you'll indulge me. Look out the window, my dear fellow. What's this about? Wait a minute. Why is there a light on at this time of night? That's Mr. Winterbank's pawnbrokery. Mr. Winterbank? Oh no. It's simple. If that story was really in the old Winterbank storeroom. Yeah, yeah, I think she went to go look and see. There's no way someone from halfway around the world, in other words, you, could know about it. sorry, Iris, but you asked me, he sold it without telling you. Could Gina have gone? It seems you have some knowledge of the situation. Sorry? Oh, no. No, not really. Well, anyway, we must investigate. At once. Mr. Sato. Oh, she's awake too. Mr. Sato? 1:14 a.m. That's not that late. That's not that late. The door to Winterbanks is open. And the lamp is burning. It must be Gina, mustn't it? Let us hope it's nothing more sinister. What? Come, there's not a moment to lose. Clearly something is afoot inside. Yeah, it's gonna be someone's dead and she's in there. And like, uh-oh, there's no one here. Uh-oh. Yep. Here we go. Murder. There's blood on the thing, the date. But remember what he said? He takes it off at midnight. Uh-oh, it's gonna be Mr. Winterbank is dead. There it is. Bang. Ah! Mr. Sholmes! Mr. Sholmes! What the? Has Sholmes been shot? Leave me, Mr. Naruhodo. But after them, go! Right. He was shot. Blast! I've lost them. Hey, hello, what do we have here? The alarm was just raised from this pawnbroker, sir. Would you know something about that? Officer, come with me. It's my friend, Mr. Sholmes. He's been shot. Shot! With the policeman close behind me, I ran back to the Winterbanks.
Mr. Sholmes!
Mr. Narado!
How bad is it? Never mind me, but there's much at stake. Behind that door. In the storeroom. Hurry!
Yeah. And Gina's in there. With a gun.
It's Gina!
Uh-oh, yep. Nope, I knew it. It's gonna be her being... It's gonna be defending her. But yeah, there's two individuals that shot Mr. Well, he didn't seem to be shot because the investigation part 3, bang. Ah! I'll be all right, Mr. Naruhodo. I'll be all right. After them, go! Behind that door in the storeroom. Hurry. It's Gina. From that moment, Mr. Winterback pawnbrokery became a crime scene. But why? Everything that followed happened in a whirlwind of activity. The arrival of the police, the preliminary investigation of the scene, and the questioning. It was just before dawn before I was allowed back to my lodgings at 221 Baker Street. So yeah, this must be where we just came back. Oh, Iris. A telegram came, but all it said was, wait at home. Oh, yes, we asked one of the policemen to have it sent. It was simply impossible to come back. When I woke up, I was all alone. Hurley and Ginny were gone. Everyone was gone. What happened, Bruno? Mariah, she's trembling. She's obviously trying very hard not to let herself get too worried. I'll explain everything that I know. Something awful has happened, hasn't it? Yes, I'm afraid so. Yeah. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Iris, but Mr. Winterbank is dead. He was shot. We discovered it in the early hours of the morning. Oh, yes, I had a feeling. You did? Well, I saw all those police carriages pulling up outside the shop, so I knew something must have happened there. When we entered Winterbank's in the small hours, we disturbed a gang of 2 thugs. They ran out onto the street and I chased after them, but they got away. So, it was one of them who shot Mr. Winterbank, I suppose? I don't know, but that's not what the police believe at the moment. Oh, why not? They've arrested someone else as their prime suspect, you see. Gina. Ginny? But why? Well, the thing is, no, Ginny wouldn't do something like that. I know. None of us think she did it. Then why have they arrested her? I'm so sorry. There was nothing I could do. Yeah. So where's Hurley then? Is he still there investigating the scene? He really ought to have some break from breakfast. It's not good for him to miss meals. I don't want you to worry, Iris, but I have some news about Mr. Sholmes. He was taken to hospital this morning. What? Well, when we entered the Winterbanks, a gun was fired and he took a bullet. Hurley was shot? No. It's all right. His life isn't in danger. Really? Are you sure? Where is he? Which hospital? He's at St. Sinners. They're tending to him there. I must see him at once. I'm sorry, Iris, but you can't. Why not? That's not fair. I'm a family member. I should be allowed. No, I mean, nobody can see him at the moment. He's not allowed any visitors. They're preparing to operate, you see? To operate. Oh, poor Hurley. Injures Sholmes. It was the 2 thugs who were in Mr. Winterbank's shop. They shot Mr. Sholmes when we disturbed him, you see? It was pitch black inside the shop at the time. My mind went totally blank, I'm afraid. I just froze. After them. Go. So hopefully they don't try to say that, oh, she's shot. Or maybe that's going to be the thing that, oh, she's shot. She attempted to kill Mr. Sholmes and she killed Mr. Winterbank. But we're going to be like, nope, she couldn't have killed. Nope, that wasn't her who shot Mr. Sholmes. Because the door was locked, as we know. We can say that, no, we opened the thing and the door was locked. After that, I ran out of the street, into the street, but, well, they were long gone. I shouldn't have hesitated. I'm so sorry. My fault. I let them get away. I think that's a very good thing. Sorry? Well, if you see which way they went and chased after them, you might have been shot as well, Bruno. That's true. On top of everything else, I couldn't bear that. Oh, Iris. Where's Susie, Bruno? She's still at the police station. Oh, why? I expect she's still being questioned. The police said they wouldn't be finished for a while. Why aren't you there then? They started, well, I didn't get a good look at the criminals anyway, so they weren't questioning me for long. And Mr. Sato stayed behind the scene to tend to Mr. Sholmes, so they didn't get started until later. Ah, I see. Besides, one of us had to come back to be with Iris. I'm glad Inspector Gregson agreed to me leaving early. You should have let me know, and I would have come to the station. I don't understand why they arrested Jenny. It's not fair. What about the 2 thugs that were at the scene? Why are they the prime suspects? After all, they shot Hurley dead, didn't they? No, I mean, Mr. Soames isn't dead, Iris. Ah, this is all so horrible. The thing is, Mr. Winterbeck was found on the floor in the storeroom, where he keeps all the deposit articles, and his storeroom door was locked from the inside. I see, but he wasn't alone in there. Gina was found next to him on the floor as well. Oh no! And according to the detectives who investigated afterwards, she was holding a gun. Don't tell me there was no one else in the room. Yes, exactly. How did you know? It's the only explanation. Yes, the only explanation indeed. What do you mean by that, Runo? Well, what can I say? I'm damned if I agree. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. I'm afraid I'll need to go out again now, Iris. There's not much I can do at the moment. But I can at least try to find out how Mr. Sholmes and Aegina are getting on. I want to go too. Take me with you, Runo. I can't stand just sitting around here waiting. I'm not sure how I feel about taking a 10-year-old child to the scene of a murder, but I don't want to leave her all alone here either. All right then, Iris. Perhaps you can help me. Oh yes, I'd love to. Gina's at the prison. Mr. Soames is probably in his hospital bed. And don't forget we have to visit the crime scene. We need to conduct a thorough investigation. Ah, I can see you're ready for action. I imagine I would be appreciate going to the hospital sooner rather than later. AKA go to the hospital. Yeah, let's go. Let's go to the hospital. Love the attic rooms, don't you? They're so exciting. The face feels different to normal today for some reason. It's always a bit quiet when Hurley's not around. Have you haven't been to this place yet? Don't forget to take me with you. Let's go to the hospital. Hurley. Oh. He's not here. No. That's strange. The nurse definitely said he was in the bed by the window, didn't she? Oh, I know what's probably happened. Hurley was being a big baby and the bullet wound wasn't that bad after all, so he's been sent home. I'm not so sure about that. Baby or not. There's no question that was a fairly serious injury that Mr. Soames suffered. Oh. Hello, hello? What are we here? This ward is off limits. No visiting. So what are you doing here? In here, eh? Well, I'll have you know. We're Hurley's next of kin. Eh? Oh. Well, begging your pardon then, ma'am? Sir? A little lady and a curious Eastern gentleman? A great mystery solver as a mystery family, eh? If that's how you see us, then, sure. Where is he, Constable? Where is Hurley? I believe he's currently on the operating theater, ma'am, undergoing an extensive operation. Extensive? It has been several hours since we went in. Oh dear. Is he going to be alright? Well, doesn't appear to be working, you see. And that anesthetic, that is. Oh. I've heard a report that a gentleman claims he may have let a little too much to drink last night. Coffee, that is. Anyway, I think it would be fair to assume he won't be back here for several hours yet. I see. Thank you, Constable. Perhaps we should leave and come back later. Oh, poor Hurley. Oh, that doesn't say anything. Okay. There's another spot on the wall here. Look, let's see. What does it say? Thought of the day. On seeing if any vermin, calmly and discreetly inform matron. Oh yes, they have rats and mice in hospital like this. That loves to feast on all the medicine. If you don't deal with them, there's nothing left to treat the patients. Rats and mice. Oh, I see. This is a rather old building, I suppose. But the doctor and nurses are all very good, I hear. I certainly hope so, for Mr. Shone's sake. Wait, there's a side. I wonder what these are. I wonder what these are. Do you have any idea, Iris? Oh, haven't you ever seen crutches before? Let me explain. They're for people with leg injuries. They help them walk. You just hold one under your arm, you see? Ah, right. I thought they were weapons of some sort. Why would there be weapons in a hospital? I thought maybe a fighter had been injured in battle and had been brought here along with weapons. That's surprisingly plausible. That's surprisingly plausible, actually. Like, oh, like, huh. I guess that is kind of a good reason. Well, let's go this. Let's see Gina. Local prison cell 13. Hello, Gina. Oh, you still have the great monster Hurley and I made? I wish you wouldn't point it at me all the time, though. What are you doing? What are you here for? Vinny, I have a feeling it's because the rest of you ended up in trouble. So we were thinking we might be able to help you. Well, you can't. Sorry? Get lost. Don't be like that, Ginny. I know you didn't do it. You never shoot someone. I just know you wouldn't. Think you know me? Pull the other one. Oh. You ain't got the first idea about the likes of me. I'm a thief. Pinch people persons when they're walking down the street. That's why I get by. And it's not me chance I'll sneak over the pawn shop at any day of the week. Tell the person just to see what I can lay my hands on. Get it? That's the kind of person I am. Nice try, child, but I can tell that you're obviously just putting on an act that you don't want us to. You're afraid that we will get in trouble by association because she's trying to distance herself from us. But Ginny, I'll be in court tomorrow. They said some code came by before and said he'd be a lawyer for me or the like, instead of my right or something. I told her to get stuff. Don't need no lawyer. I don't need no one. You couldn't be staring at me anymore, obviously, if she tried. Why are you being like this, Ginny? I don't understand, Gina. Why did you send the public defender away? He wanted me to sign some papers, representing papers or something like that. It's all gonna be rigged anyway, the whole trial. They pinned this on me because I'm a kid. That's what grown-ups always do. Why do you think that? Because that's how it's always been for me. Growing up in the black slums, my whole life. If you do what the grown-ups tell you, you get your mates dragged off by the coppers, or worse. A product of the streets that conceived her. I've had it happen to me before and all. Been sold out, and they literally snaffled on the back of it. You can't trust no one. That's the point. As soon as you're gone to grass, dead. Gina, listen. If you like, in tomorrow's trial, I could forget it. Ginny, don't you trust Bruno? Don't you trust Bruno? Nah, I don't. Look, I'll ask you nicely now. Just leave me alone. Will you at least tell us what happened, Gina? Last night at the pawnbroker's. There's nothing to tell. I figured it paid me, so I broke into the place and started going through the storeroom. But the old bloke walked in on me, and you know the rest. But why? Why would you do that? Ain't it obvious the place is full of stuff I could sell for a shilling or two? Rapping ain't easy, you know? It's a lot of work, and after the time, you don't even get nothing. Is that really why you broke into the place? What? Are you sure the true reason wasn't something else? Oh, give it a rest. What would be the point of it anyway, eh? Nothing I could say would make a blind bit of difference. Please tell us, Ginny. We'll believe you. Whatever it is. Believe me. Don't be daft. You can't believe nothing. Everyone lies all the time. And you know what? When it comes to liars, I'm the biggest liar, biggest of the lot. I told some a bit unforgivable lies I have. What? What do you mean? What unforgivable lies? I'm the biggest liar of them all. What do you mean, Fortuna, when you said you were the biggest liar of the lot? Why don't you tell us what these unforgivable lies you told are? Maybe we can help. Maybe we can help. Sorry. We're out of time. You're gonna want to question me now. Ginny, please. Oh, yeah. I wanted to give you this. Something to remember me by. Oh. Wait. What? We've seen that. That's by Thing's house. By Briar Road. I found it on one of the pockets of this coat. Ain't no point in me having it. But why would Matilda have a picture of the cat? I wonder what a little picture like this was doing in that pocket of that overcoat. Anyway, don't bother coming again. Bye. Oh, Jenny. My cat photograph has been... This is an adorable cat. It looks a little cat. I think it kind of looks like a wagahai. I always thought the cats like to curl up inside the tatsu blanket when it snowed. Maybe British cats are different? Oh. Look on the back of this print here. There's something written on it. 13th February, 9 p.m. Article deposited, 1 small box. Loan amount paid, 10 shilling. Redemption deadline, 13th of April, 9 p.m. This photograph print is a redemption ticket? The 13th of February, that could be significant. It was just too late for the murder on the omnibus, wasn't it? Small box? That doesn't tell us much about it, does it? Bruno, if Mr. Kinbekilder still had a ticket, then presumably he never redeemed the article. Do you think the box might still be present somewhere in the shop? Ah, yes. There's something Mr. Kinbekilder puzzle we need to investigate. Hold on, 1 sec, BRB. Well, actually, hold on. I don't know. Before I do, I think I'm feeling a little sleepy, so I actually think I'm gonna save. Yeah, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save, or I think we're gonna stop for now. I am dying. I are dying. So, as always, thank you for coming out to the stream. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. Follow me at X, Twitter, YouTube. I always want to say Facebook, but it's not. I don't have Facebook. And yeah, hopefully I will see you in the next stream. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.